Hey, Scruffy. A little late tonight. Wow. Wow, you're really going in. Okay, well, that was an adventure, huh? Ready for your food? Yeah. Okay. So, I don't think Scruffy's walked in that corner before. He's gone further, but he went back further in the house, in that room. Okay. So, yeah, I'm a little late tonight. Not that late, but yeah, later than I've been feeding Scruffy recently. So, I thought Scruffy might be right at the door, like he's done the past few nights, I think. But no, he was backed away. So surprised that he walked in. He got conflicting signals. So, let's see, sun came out today. It's mostly sunny. Some clouds and a little haziness, but overall, I guess it's a pretty nice day. It's probably very similar to yesterday, actually. But maybe, I don't know, was it a little hazier, cloudy? So the forecast, there's still warning about freeze warnings, but they're actually saying it's going to get warmer tomorrow. So they're spanning quite a temperature range. So they're threatening, it's going to be very cold at night, and then warm in the day, like reasonably, like not hot, but not really cold anymore. I might not have to wear long pants when I go for my runs or bike rides if it actually does get as warm as they say it is. Well, it's like right on that cusp. I don't know. I might still wear the pants, but we'll see tomorrow. I actually don't think it's going to get that warm, just because the weather forecast has been so bad recently that nothing they predicted's really come to fruition. I was actually thinking about going for a bike ride today, but I got busy, sidetracked with stuff, and I ended up getting free really late, and so that's why I'm late tonight for dinner, because I'm just behind on everything. Scruffy's pushing back on that pet. So by the time I finally got out, I realized it's probably too late to go for a bike ride, because by the time I get back, it might be too dark. And I was thinking, gee, it's actually a little late even for a run, unless I do a short run. So I decided, I'd do a short interval run today, which I had enough time for. So I ran yesterday, so I wasn't really enthusiastic about running 2 days in a row. But since yesterday was a terrible long run, I probably shouldn't have done. Probably should have went for a bike ride. I thought maybe I can manage a short interval run. without it being a disaster. I tried doing a long run, if I have a bad long run, I've tried in the past to do like another run the following day. More often than not, though, it doesn't usually work out, and I need to do something different. Rarely am I able to make up for the bad run back to back. So, but yeah, so the interval run actually worked out pretty well today, so I was relatively happy with it, all things considered. I mean, not one of my great runs, but wasn't a complete disaster, so I'll take it. I saw the friendly cat hanging out at the park. He was in the field. The weeds have kind of overgrown, so the grass is really long now. And as I was approaching, he was kind of crawling low and through the weeds, and I wasn't sure if he was trying to stalk me or just trying to get closer, or if he was trying to hide from me. Normally, yeah. So he actually kind of approached. I mean, well, I wouldn't say approach. Approach is too strong a word. So he walked a little bit towards my direction, but he's like out in the middle of the field, so he had a long way to walk if he really wanted to come to me. But he started moving a little towards my direction, and I think normally I might actually wait to see if he comes all the way for pets. But since I was so far behind today, I figured I needed to get my run going. Didn't have time to wait for the friendly cat. I just pet him yesterday, so. Didn't necessarily have to do it 2 days in a row. And then, let's see, on the way home, I saw the porch cat. First time in a while. So he was actually on the porch. So, I think I'm going to feed Scruffy early. He seems to be coming down. Okay, let's get your food. Since I'm running late, I'm trying to make up a little bit of time here. Sometimes Scruffy sticks up his butt more when I'm brushing him back there. It's actually lower today because I was having a hard time brushing his tail. Usually I can just kind of run the length of his tail with the brush once, and he's kind of low today, so I wasn't able to do that. Everything feels a little off today. So, let's see. Yeah, I didn't get any footage of it, but I saw Scruffy this morning, and he was making biscuits on the table. Didn't have a camera handy. And then he noticed me, and then he stopped making biscuits, and I felt a little bad. I interrupted him. So he looked right at me. I'm not sure if he was expecting me to do something. It was still early in the morning. So I quickly left. I needed to get stuff done anyway, so I left and came back a little later, and yeah, he wasn't on the table anymore, so I don't know if he immediately jumped off or hung out there for a while, but I was trying to avoid making him feel like he needed to get off the table. So. And then, yeah, we did, oh yeah, he was at the door early for lunch. So I think it was like still like a half hour before lunch, beginning of lunch. And I saw him sitting next to the door. So I had a break in the action, so I thought I'd just feed him early. Hey, Scruffy. It's early. You're at the door early. Not quite lunchtime, but I guess you want your food early, huh? Tonight's dinner is meaty pate with grilled chicken and tuna, kibble, and more rotisserie chicken scraps. So this is the last of the meaty pate can, so we get another flavor tomorrow. I think it's going to be the smelly fish. No, I take that back. I think it's going to be the meaty pate with real ocean whitefish, I think. So it's fish. It smells a little, but not as bad as the smelly fish. The smelly fish is the party cuts with I think it's real chicken and fish. I think that's its official name. It's chunks of something. It's probably actually more chicken than fish, but it smells real strong, so it's not like the regular chicken. And I think there's one more serving left of the rotisserie chicken scraps, so I'll get that tomorrow. And then I'm probably out. I haven't looked. Let's see if I have another frozen bag. For some reason, I thought this was the last one, but maybe there's another. I don't remember. But I'm getting low on all sorts of things. I think I need to go grocery shopping soon. I think maybe 2 days from now, maybe be a good day to go. But yeah, I'm really off today. Really behind on things, and yeah, it's just throwing me off. I don't feel right. check the website for the place where I go biking, see if the park is reopened. Still says closed, but I did notice that they updated. They actually put a update on the webpage. They actually dated it. I think it was a couple days ago. There are multiple websites, and yeah, the main one I think where they should be putting information. I don't think they've actually updated very well. And there's a different page that I've been finding that is containing information. But they actually put a date on that page, and I think it was updated a few days ago. So I presume the park is still closed. I think last time they closed it for a prolonged amount of time, I think they announced in advance when they're going to reopen it. So I think they posted a date on the page, or one of the pages. It's probably the other. Knowing them was probably the other website, just to confuse people. Trying to remember when they last closed the park. I'm guessing it was during the summer. They usually close the park then because when it gets too hot, they like to close it down because of fire danger. And there's usually a lot of hot days in the summer, so the park often is teetering on closing, or it closes for periods of time. A couple years ago, it was really bad. Yeah, a lot of fires, a lot of heat, and then the air quality was so bad, couldn't even go out even if the park reopened. I was using my alternate routes, but a lot of times I couldn't even go out because the air quality was so bad. They were advising to stay indoors, and you could tell that, yeah, you could tell the air quality was really bad. And I was monitoring a lot of websites that monitor the local air quality, and yeah, it was really bad. I think there are even, I guess, just random volunteers can participate. So one of the websites I was watching, I think you just buy like some sort of little air monitor device. I'm guessing. Actually, I don't know. I'm guessing they're, you know, not horribly expensive, but basically you get one and then you can post it out, or you put it out, and then I think it has a way to talk to the internet, and you can voluntarily report your results to uh, whoever collects this data, and it gets posted to these websites. And so I was looking for people who would set up air monitoring sensors in my general vicinity. There weren't that many, but I think I found two that were relatively in my area, and um, yeah, so that was really convenient. Though I noticed every now and then I think they went down, so they'd stop reporting correctly, or they just stop. I think yeah, I think they'd actually didn't stop reporting. They just data got stale, and so when the air quality was like really bad, those those sensors might be like completely out of whack. So they might still say it was really good because the last reading they took was when the quality was good. But when they were up and running, it was convenient, because the other thing I noticed was the air quality could vary quite a bit. Um, even within little subregions. So I think it had a lot to do with wind. And so sometimes the overall region would be on alert, like, yeah, don't go out. But I noticed the like my particular subregion, the air quality was still like in the yellow or something like that. So it was like you can go out, just don't, you know, don't stay out too long. Or occasionally, I think it was actually in the green, and the region was maybe orange or something like that. And so I try to get out, do what I wanted to do before it turned bad in my region. I was actually surprised this last summer the air quality stayed pretty good. I think, for I think the entire summer actually. I didn't check it as carefully as I did a couple years ago, but every time I checked, the air quality was good, so it just kind of disincentivized me from checking it all the time. Because yeah, when the air quality was bad a couple years ago, I was checking it almost every hour. It was really bad. Couldn't even open the windows. So I'm not used to them closing the park in the winter, just the summer. So yeah, we don't often get weather conditions that are bad enough that they need to close it in the winter, because we always seem to be in perpetual drought. So now that I guess it changed this year, so they had to close it. From one of the advisory notes on the website, I got the impression that it's possible maybe one of the bridges washed out, but they're kind of vague about it. Yeah, many years ago, yeah, one of the main bridges did wash out at that park. It took them many years to rebuild it. Fortunately, they didn't keep the park closed the whole time. Just made people walk around it and find an alternate route. And move the balls. Streak of pet at the bottom. And a piece of kibble, I think. Oh yeah, today at lunch, when Scruffy was dealing with the kibble, yeah, one piece of kibble got stuck to his face, and then when he went for a drink of water, it fell into the water bowl, and there was one piece of kibble. It looked like he was trying to get at the very end, but because it was in the water, wasn't able to get it. He just got a mouthful of water. So at the very end of lunch, I pulled out the piece of kibble, put it on the plate so he could eat it. I think Scruffy's done. I ate kind of slow tonight. When he bounces his head up and down like that, I get worried. But I think he's going to throw up. But I think he's just, yeah, licking his tongue. Okay, Scruffy's finally leaving. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.